Hello, this is Jonathan Campbell. I'm the developer of the Pressure Assistant. Today I want to demonstrate some of the things that I've added to the administrative portal. The administration portal is where a physical therapist or a researcher or even a seating specialist might manage multiple users in groups. So, for example, I have a pool of users right here, and I'm going to add my device to this group or to this pool. So the first thing that I need to do is, in order for a user to give permission for their device to be controlled by an administrator, they need to enter in that administrator's code. In this case, it's ARF. So I'm going to enter that in. Okay, and that now gives the administrator permission to add my device to the user pool. For any user, an administrator can click on the profile icon, and they can see that user's current settings of their device. So I'll switch over there, and so you can see the current settings, their history as far as their user history, and even an administrator can have notes. So I'm going to go ahead and close this for now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new group. We'll call it Group A, and then I'm going to go ahead and start adding users to that group. So I'll add myself, and Lori. We'll add my dog Sadie to that group. And so right now, each of each of the users currently has control over their own devices still and their own settings. And so an administrator, if they wanted to, I'll add David in there. If they wanted to analyze all their users' data in this group, they can export it out by clicking on the export button. It'll export it out to a tab separated text file that can be imported into a program like Excel. It contains each of the users' information, including all of their device settings, all of the admin settings that might be controlling their device, as well as their entire user history. So the real power of the administration portal comes when it comes to controlling the settings of a group of users. So I'm going to enable my group settings, and right now you'll see all of my sliders here are disabled, and that's because the user, each of these users currently has control over these settings. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take control over the sitting time and the release time. So if I click on these, I'm going to change this to 40 minutes, and the release time will change to 2 minutes. And you can see that it's now updated the device, and that the controls for the user are now grayed out, so they no longer are able to adjust those settings on their device. So for example, and you can see it's been updated right here. So let's say I notice that this particular user, or even all my users in general, are snoozing a bit too much. What I can do then is come in and disable their ability to adjust their snoozes, and we'll just keep those at 0. And so you can see that it's updated those controls on the user's device. So another feature that an administrator has is they're able to set ranges. So let's say, for example, they don't want their users to be able to set their devices up to 2 hours. Let's say we want them to limit them to 30 minutes. So what they can do is go ahead and enter 30 minutes in there. And right now I haven't completely implemented this feature, but this will give just a little bit more control to the administrator as far as limiting what their users are able to do. And so an administrator is able to create multiple groups and allow different settings for each group. So let's just say I have a control group, for example, and I basically let them do whatever they want with their settings. Now you can have multiple instances of a user, for example, my own device right here. And if I click on my profile now, it shows what groups that user is part of, but the one in bold is the group that currently has control over their device. Now I'm going to go ahead and drag my device. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just delete this instance of my user, and I'm going to go back to group A, and you can see my settings are still intact there. Now one convenient feature is that when I drag my user back to the user pool, you'll see that my device reverts to all of its original settings. These are just some of the new features that have been added to the Pressure Assistant and the administration portal. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like more information, visit the website at www.pressureassistant.com.